Welcome to The Other Side of the Page, a bookish podcast where we yap about the books we love.
And the songs that give us main character energy.
We're here to sift through the chaos that is our TBR.
And to let you know why a book might just be your next favorite read.
I'm Britt, dramatic plot twist lover and champion for MMCs needing to be more pathetic and down bad.
And I'm Hannah, reader of at least 5 books at once, which I'm only reading 2 right now, which is kind of weird. And a detailed fantasy map enthusiast.
Every other Wednesday, press play on a brand new bookish episode.
And stay up to date with the books we will be covering by following us on social media at othersideofthepagepod on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads.
Yes, and don't forget to follow, rate, and review the pod a shining 5 stars on your preferred platform because it helps us so much with visibility.
And we are officially halfway through 2026.
Wild.
So we thought it would be, right? So we thought it would be fun to recap some of our favorites so far, what we're looking forward to, and just give you a little update and yap about our bookish lives outside of the pod.
Exactly. And we've also missed you. Sorry about our weird episode schedule with the holiday and going every other week, but we're back. We're back in action. We're ready. And we're going to let you know also what's on like our release radar for the rest of the year. And it's just going to be a good time. So go ahead and grab yourselves an iced coffee.
Or iced chai.
And let's turn the page together.
Dear reader, so we will not be going over a long synopsis or triggers for these books, so check those out before you pick them up if you want more information.
Yeah.
So let's start out with some of our stats.
Bookish stats.
Yes. I've read 64 books so far this year, which is a huge improvement from the last 2 years. So
yes,
really focused on that.
So I've read 40 books this year. Now, I've also written a book this year. I'm in the process of querying my second. We'll do another bookish life update here in a minute. And I've been beta reading for people in my writers group and critiquing. So that does not include all of that, but 40 books, published books that I've read.
So let's start with our number 5. We'll count down to number 1.
Perfect.
My 5th favorite. And I feel like it was hard because a lot of them kind of that I've read this year are good.
Yes.
There's a couple, like there's one that stood out as great, and that's my number 1. A few that are lower, but it was really hard for like the 3, 4, and 5 to really choose what ones, because a lot of them kind of just are in the middle there. But my 5th one is The Someday Garden by Ashley Poston.
I cannot wait to read that one. It's on my shelf. I have not had time yet, but I'm so excited. And my 5th one, these are like, I've read so many amazing books this year, and these are ones that I just loved. This ranking could change at any given moment, but this is what it is as of right now. But so far, it is Trope Sick by Lauren Oakey.
Such a fun one.
Loved
that one. My 4th one is A Female Fantasy by Iman Hariri Kia. And I actually 3 books because I did start her new one because I have an arc of it. And so
this one, that just barely, like I swapped out that the last like 2 of them with 3 or 4 different books. And that was also one of my faves. But what I ended up putting my number 4 is The Redo List by Denise Williams. Her plus size representation is so fun and her books are just full of so much heart. I love them.
Yes. My 3rd one is Blood Over Brighthaven by M.L. Wang. And I still think about this book. It's like great. I don't know how to describe it. Like dark academia vibes, but also like politically almost relevant to today. And like, I don't know. If you are into that, it's kind of a slower book because it is a lot of like world building in one book. But I did really like it.
I love that. My 3rd is, we are actually covering this on our next episode. And I'm obsessed. It's Fabulous Bodies by Chuck Tingle.
So good.
It's so good. As of this episode, it came out yesterday. As of the recording, it's coming out tomorrow. This is not for everyone. This is campy, wacky, gory, insane horror. And I loved every second of this in like absolutely wild ride. So I had so much fun with this one.
My 2nd one is Kiss Slay Replay by Rachel Harrison. And we've covered Rachel Harrison on the pod before, and her books are just like another, not for everyone, just horror done in a different way. And this one is like such a interesting time loop at a wedding. And I can't wait for you to read it because I read it as an arc, and I cannot wait till you get your hands on it.
I cannot wait because Rachel Harrison, Play Nice was one of my faves of last year. She writes very voicey horror. She writes like I just love the voice that she writes with. So I can't wait to get my hands on that one. But my number two is also a horror, another one, and it's The Caretaker by Marcus Cleaver. And The Caretaker, we used to live here. I think it's very safe to say that he has cemented himself as an autobi author for me, one of my favorites. I'm so excited to see what he comes out with next.
Yeah. Yeah, another one that if you don't like open-ended endings,
Yes.
pass. And I technically read it last year, or else it would have been in my top 5. I did not
That's
reread
so
it
true. You had
this
an
year.
arc of it last year, so
Yes.
that's fair.
But my number one,
Mhm.
and I read it before all the hype. It's right
Yep.
there, beautifully on my shelf.
Yep.
Is Yesteryear by Carol Claire Burke.
Mhm. I had
I
listen, that book is caused so much discourse online, but
yeah.
I could not put it down. I could not put it down. It was wild. But my number one is a very different book than Hannah's number one. You guys, this book just gave me, it checked every single box that I could possibly want. It combined my two favorite genres into one book, and it's How to Kill a Guy in 10 Dates by Shaylee Thompson. And I cannot tell you how much I adored this book. The audiobook production was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
I still think about it. I literally paid extra money in shipping to order the Australian cover because
Which
I
is so
loved it
beautiful.
so
I mean,
much.
that's what I paid extra to get the UK cover of
Of
Yesteryear
yesteryear.
too.
Yep.
So,
Listen, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, okay? And that's what we got
but
to do. But
yes.
yeah, so those are our top 5 as of right now. We'll do another one at the end of the year with like our
Oh yeah.
favorite reads of. We'll probably do. We did like I think our top 25 of 2025. So I'm guessing
Mm-hmm.
we'll do our top 26 of 2025 and or something. I
We'll
don't
go
know. We'll
from
figure
there.
it out.
So we are just gonna list off a few books that we're excited for. This list is not extensive at all. Like it is
Yep.
very short because there's still I feel like I'm on NetGalley and Edelweiss like all the time. I read Publishers Weekly and book lists like constantly for my job, and there's
Yep.
new books that I didn't know were coming out. So this is just what we know
100%.
right now. So first we have The Knave and the Moon by Rachel Gillig. Cannot wait.
Bartholomew. Bartholomew. I'm so excited. And keeping in the fantasy vibes, we have The Wrath God's Reap by Abigail Owen. And I cannot
I'm so excited.
wait to finish that one. She also
Um,
has another book coming out. I can't remember. I think
yeah.
it might be The Bone Singer. If I'm remembering correctly. I could be so wrong, you guys. But she has another one coming out that is independent from this series. So just can't wait.
And then Deadbeat by Lee Bardugo too, which I love Ninth House and that whole world. So I'm excited to jump back in there.
Yep. And then we have Bad Words by Rhiannoch Robinson.
And then Grim Tidings by BK Borison. And we have a special treat for that one for you guys.
We do have a special treat. We'll have more information, but if you remember, we did something extra fun with a book last year around that time. So,
Yep.
We might get you might get more information soon about that. But then we have Second First Dates by Gabriela Gamez.
And Hope This Email Finds You in Hell by Mackenzie Reed.
We have so many good spooky season books lined up.
I know.
And speaking of spooky season, we have You're the One That I Haunt by Katie Young. It's her
That
debut.
cover is I love
stunning. It is stunning.
And then we have our Friends of the Pod section, which
Yes.
are authors that we've talked to and adore and love, and will read anything they write.
Exactly. So we have my girly, my favorite, Lost and Found by Tara DeWitt, the final one in the Spoon series. I have the arc. I won like a physical. You guys, I won a Goodreads giveaway.
I know, and you haven't read it yet.
I won 2
I'm so proud
Goodreads
of you.
giveaways, which is wild. But I won Lost and Found, and when I tell you that I cried, I sure did.
Yeah,
I
it's funny because I have 4 of these, 3 of these arcs. One I've read.
Yep.
All on my Kindle. But yes, Lost and Found. Can't wait for you to read that and the world.
I know.
Entities to Lovers by Mallory Marlowe. So excited. She's gonna be 3 for 3. I know.
She is.
Just
I know.
Out of the woods.
She is just truly one of my favorite romance authors because she writes this like contemporary but teeters into like a little bit of the paranormal space, and I feel like she just strikes the balance so well. And Entities to Lovers is going to be such a blast. And then we have another one, Danica Nava, hands down the funniest interview that we have ever done, and she has Sunflower season coming out later this year, and that's going to be an absolute banger.
Yes. And then we have the re-release, the trad pub release of The
Yes.
Poisoned Daughter by Sheila Masterson.
I'm so excited for her. That's just, I mean, I can't even imagine what that's about to feel like, but
I know.
so exciting. And then we actually have book 4 in a series with an author that we've been following since her release of the Naiads of Jewel series. And she's rounding things out with The Sea of Fate and Starfire, and that is by Whit Stanfield. And we are so proud and
Yes.
excited for her.
And then we have Married with Benefits by Ellie Palmer.
Hmm.
And can't wait for that.
So many good books. And again, we definitely missed a very large chunk of them.
Yes.
I just thought
Constantly
another
adding.
one, like Sometimes I Scare Myself, the short story horror collection by Geneva
Mm,
Rose is coming out. Like there are
yeah.
just so many books that like
It's
I know
endless. Yeah.
it's, but these are the ones that like we've either had the arcs of or we're super excited for,
Mm-hmm.
all that fun stuff. But
You know what book I'm most excited for
mm,
whenever it releases is the one that you've written.
I'm
And
so
this is our
excited.
segue into our bookish life update
Our
section.
bookish life updates. So, I guess I'll start since we brought it up. But I've now completed my second novel. I queried my first novel, Good Boys Only, which was an adult contemporary rom com, and I actually had a really good response to it. I had 11 requests. It was received really well, but um, there was just it was too slow and a little too quiet for what Tradpub was looking for right now, which is totally fine. So I pivoted to this other idea that I've had for well over a year now, and I
Mm-hmm.
wrote a speculative rom com called Death to the Lovers and the Fool. And it's about Jade Lockwood, who is the Midwest's most in demand psychic, and she must confront her selfish behavior by completing tarot based tasks assigned to her by her spirit guides, or risk losing her gift and the love of her life. And it is so much fun. I just started querying that book, and so far I've gotten 4 requests on it very early into my querying journey. So I'm feeling good about it. And if that one doesn't work, I have started drafting my third book, which is going to be another paranormal rom-com that I am so excited for.
I'm
But
excited for that one.
that one's going to be so much fun too. But Tradpub, for anyone who does not know, querying for literary agents, if you want to be traditionally published, you need an agent because they are the go between from you to a publisher. So you can do pitch events. Most of these have been cold queries for me. I've gotten 2 referrals, which is unbelievable, to colleagues. They requested my full manuscript, and I feel good about it, but it's never a guarantee. You never know how it's going to land. So you just keep
Mm-hmm.
working on the next thing and you keep plugging away. But speaking of like the writing aspect of that, I've been beta reading books for my critique partners, for my writing group, exchanging chapters with other authors. I co-run a writer. I can't even speak. I co-run a writing group called the Word Witches, and we actually have a Substack now, which I will link somewhere in the show notes. But we are
Yes.
interviewing literary agents. We're interviewing authors. We're giving writers tips. We're talking about the kind of demystifying the publishing industry. And so I'm on staff for the Word Witches, and I run the writers group. I'm going to a writing retreat at the end of this month with some of my girly pops, and I'm just really excited. I feel like when Hannah texted me a couple of years ago to be like, "Hey, you love books. Should we do the podcast together?" I was like, "Wait, actually, yeah, I think we should." And it's just so funny to get to this point in my adult life at 33 and realize that the what I wanted to do when I was 12, 13, 14, 15, all the way through college, because I originally went to college for creative writing before I dropped it, was actually like the path that I should have been exploring. But
Yeah.
I think that I found writing and reading again at the right time in my life, where especially writing, I could not have handled the amount of rejection that comes with the industry of
Yeah.
publishing at that point in my life. And it's still hard now, but I feel like I have just a much better grasp, a much better support system, and I feel really good about it. So those are all of my fun bookish updates, and I don't know, I'm just so excited for what things might happen down the line.
Yes, you should be. You deserve it all.
Oh, thank you.
And I mean your Substack. I keep wanting to say like Stubstack, and I'm like, it's just not
It's fine.
words are not
Yeah.
my thing. Like I say plenty of times, I'm the reader. I'm not a writer. But I've like learned some things too
Yeah.
that I didn't know, like reading the emails and everything since I subscribe. But for me,
Hannah has
um,
some fun updates bookish related too.
yeah, so I am going on to my last year of library school
Yeah.
because if you didn't know, to be an official librarian, you do have to have your master's degree in library science, which has been very interesting. And like learning different things about books and how to like pick books for your collection based on your community, but also if you're in the adult side versus the youth side. And so it's been very interesting. I'm taking a history of books class of like history of publishing next semester. So
Ooh,
excited about that.
that's gonna be a fun one.
Um, and I just put on my first program at my library
Yay.
and sign up. I have to still do the program, but it's like a basically like blind date with a book, but they could choose either romance or thriller.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like pick out the book based on that and then give them some little goodies. And we have a wait list. The wait list is full already. And it's just
Oh,
exciting. I asked my boss if I can like bump up some more people to add on because we didn't know how like this would take
yeah.
off with people. So I've had like people come in and they're like, oh, it's waitlisted already. So that makes my heart very warm. And so I'm
Yeah.
excited for the rest of my programs to do. And yeah,
Oh,
it's just been fun. And kind of like what you said, I think it found me at the right time getting back into it
yep.
because I grinded it out at Amazon and Enterprise for
Yeah.
what, 10 years combined. And
Hmm.
so now I was like telling somebody, I was like, I feel like I retired because like this job in comparison, like there's a lot to it because you still deal with the public, like at the public library. You still
Yeah.
deal with the public. Like you have to remember all your books, where they are. Like somebody will come and be like, I need something to read. And you're like, okay, like what do you like to read? And so there is like a science to it that I think a lot of people don't realize.
Yeah.
But the like pace of the
Hmm.
library versus like what I'm used to, it's amazing.
It's
It's
so
so great.
nice.
Like a
I
busy day at the library
hmm
is nothing. So
yeah.
it's just so fun.
Yeah. I just love like we're on just two sides of the bookish coin here. And I
Mm-hmm.
do think though, like genuinely, I think reading because I've read about 300 books in the last 3.5 years. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think that that prepared me more for writing and for publishing than anything else could have. Like
Yeah.
any other craft book or, reading and referring books and learning what people like and talking about books the way that we do, dissecting them.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that helped both of us for you to recommend books to
Oh
patrons and
yeah.
for me to like study story and craft and not to say that craft books don't have their place, but I think that reading widely in and out of your genre really just
Mm-hmm.
makes such a big difference. But I'm just so excited for
Yeah.
both of us because I feel
I
like
know.
this really did kind of like if you ever listen to mine and Hannah's lore, any of our episodes, we've talked about how like our plans in college were to like go move to a different state together and try something fun. And like that never worked out. But we both always had a feeling that we were meant to like do something together. And
Mm-hmm.
I just love that this podcast and books is what brought us both to like our respective fields and the things that we're pursuing now as adults. And I just love it.
Yeah, me too. Like what you said a little bit ago too about like reading diversely. I think that's why what I said earlier that all of my books kind of like blend together. I
Yeah.
think because I have read from, different genres and it's like, okay, like is this romance? Did I like it better than this horror? Did I like it
Yeah.
better than this nonfiction? And so it like when it's in different genres, I feel like sometimes it's hard to decide what my
Totally.
favorite is when it's like so separate.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, I'm excited for us, and I think we have some good things going and can't wait to
I
see where
can't
it
wait.
takes us.
Now, I feel like we should end the episode with a what are you reading or what do you plan on reading next sort of
Yeah,
moment.
let's do
And
it.
then we can wrap things up. So I'm going to pull mine up. I have been in like I'm not sure what to read because again, I've been beta reading for people. So that takes up a lot of my time. So I've been doing a lot of audiobooks and I'm craving a good horror again. And so I'm going to do it's an advanced copy of the new Paul Tremblay and it's Dead but Dreaming of Electric Sheep. And so I'm
Yes, I
very
just
excited
finished
to
it.
dive into that one. So it was on Hannah was like, "Yeah, you should read that one." So I'm definitely
Yes,
going to do that one. And then after that, I'm going to be doing Romantic Hero by Kirsty Greenwood.
I can't wait for you to read that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading Lost Souls Meet Under a Full Moon by
Ooh,
Mitsuki Tsuzumura. I apologize
yep.
if I mispronounce that, but that one's interesting. It's like every chapter is a different story of this person meeting like the go-between, and they can like meet with somebody who's passed away, and they get like one night
Ooh.
under the full moon. And so it's like all like different people's stories, and if there's like a lesson or not, like about meeting this
Oh,
person. So
I
it's
love that.
really fun.
That kind of
And
gives me aftertaste vibes.
yeah, in like a shortened way. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
cool. I
I
like
love
it so
that.
far. And then I did start Bad Words,
Mm-hmm.
which we talked about earlier. So I did start that. I have the Ark and the Elk.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been like bouncing between the
Between
two.
them.
And then I did just start Once in a Timeline by Iman Hariri Kia.
I cannot wait. I did get that one on
Yes.
NetGalley as well. So
And I mean, I have, like I said, I have Sunflower Season. I have Entities to Lovers.
yep.
I hope this email finds you in hell. I have them all in my Kindle, but I'm not in spooky season mode yet. But I know I need
Yes.
to because I need to get the review out, and
Yeah.
I know
I
I'm
have
going to love it. But I need a little cooler weather.
let me see. I hope this email finds you in hell. You're the one that I haunt. I have to read Lost and Found, and I also have Entities to Lovers waiting for me. And that's just there's so many good ones.
Oh,
So
I
once I get
also
through.
Dreamland by Olivia Blake too. I'm going to start that
Oh,
soon
yes, yes, yes.
because I
I think
have the audio. We have the
audio
elk
of it.
for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's so exciting. But there's so many
So
good books for
yeah,
the rest of the year. I can't wait to do another update at the end to see like
I
what
know.
we I'm right at my goal. I gave myself a goal of 80 books this year because just with writing takes up
Yeah.
so much, and I was reading 130 books, so I feel like 80 books while writing books is a good compromise. So I am right on target, and I'm hoping to, that'll carry me through to the end. But
Yeah,
um
I'm
yeah.
ahead, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna slow down for a while. Like I'm
Yeah.
trying to get through a lot of them now because I have a lot
Yeah.
that come out this fall that I want to
Yep.
take my time with. So
Totally.
trying to push through
Yeah.
right now. Oh,
Mm.
also The Bright Years by Sarah Damhoff. I started that one. So I am reading 4 books.
Okay, so you were not that far off from your reader of at least 5
No,
books at once.
no. So I'm close.
Beautiful.
I just did not update my currently reading
I'm
list
just
here.
looking. I'm excited. I'm going to read Vera Stein is Fine, Hot Girl Murder Club.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, Chef. So many. So many. And am I mistaken? Is Marcus Cleaver coming out with another
Yeah, some short stories.
short stories? And I
Yeah.
sign me up. Sign me up.
Yes. Yeah, no, there's so many out there that I cannot wait to read this year.
Yes.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Well, thank you so much for turning the pages with us this week. And be sure to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Patreon to keep up with everything on the other side of the page.
Yes, and please, please, please drop a review and a 5-star rating of the podcast on your preferred platform and share us with your bookish besties.
And in 2 weeks, we will be back with a chat about Fabulous Bodies by Chuck Tingle.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to talk about that one in 2 weeks on July 22nd. So forever and always.
Keep reading with kindness.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.